Good morning. How are you? I think I caught everything. There's always a spot that I forgot to shave, like right here. I'll have to check that out later. But anyway, um, let me take care of the bads. I just took all my vitamins and everything, and my lovely wife made me a cup of coffee, so I'm pretty excited about that. But she loves to give me this. And you're like, what is that? What's apple cider vinegar? And I just hate it. I totally hate it, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. So give me a second to take my little tablespoon of apple cider vinegar that I take every day, and it's just gross. Ugh, straight. I should put it in a little bit of water and kind of dilute it, but I'd rather just painfully go to it and take it. Oh, it smells so strong. Hello, good morning, Laura. How are you? Good to see you. Here we go. Ugh. My wife cracks up every time I take it. Apple cider vinegar has um, a lot of good properties, and it cleans a lot too. But anyway, turmeric has a lot of good properties. Apple cider vinegar has a lot of good properties. Ugh, I'm glad that's over with. Ugh. But anyway, how you doing, guys? Good morning, everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, I should throw it in a skim milkshake. That would be great. But I just too lazy. You know, I'm a lazy cook. I'm a lazy show, and I'm always lazy in everything I do. So anyway, if you've never been on the live broadcast, we chat about everything kind of on Saturday mornings. It can be about food, mostly about food, but it can be about what's going on in the world. It can be about what my favorite things are, that kind of stuff. So we'll be talking about a few topics. I got a list of stuff to talk about. And one of the things I want to start off with is if you're a subscriber to my channel, there is a Eli Manning Hall of Famer or not. I think if you win more than one Super Bowl, you deserve the Hall of Fame. I really do. Isn't Joe Montana in the Hall of Fame? I believe so. Hold on, yeah, I believe so. And he didn't win any Super Bowls. So I think if you make it to the big game and you win it, and you make it again, even, that's more reason to get to the Hall of Fame. I know Derek Jeter is up for the Baseball Hall of Fame, and it was almost, he missed it by one vote for a unanimous vote for him to go in. Yes, Joe Montana won 4, Dan Marino never won 1. But I believe Dan Marino is in there still. He set some big records. So thank you for that. Anyway, I have a new video out this morning. It's been in the making for 2 years. I had an idea. I get asked every day of my life about YouTube. How do you make money? How do you do YouTube? If I want to do YouTube, a lot of people, and I will get to Patrick Mahomes talk in just a moment, I promise. So anyway, so I decided I wanted to write. I didn't know if I wanted to write a book, if I wanted to do classes, if I wanted to just give it away. And I just figured, all my videos have been given away. So what do you think about the impeachment? We'll be talking about that too. But so anyway, so I'm doing a video series called How to Make Money on YouTube. And we'll talk about marketing. We'll talk about social media. We'll talk about the do's and don'ts. We'll talk about collaborations. We'll talk about editing. We'll talk about sharing. We'll talk about just shopping your stuff around and making sure everybody sees it. But basically, the whole series is about how to do it. If you guys want to do YouTube, I give you my advice. The first video is up right now on the channel, so it'll be released on Saturdays. No politics, please. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to say about the presidential impeachment, which it has not been fully finished and approved and all that, even though you guys are already celebrating. But anyway, the only thing I'll say about that is it's a total waste of my money. And I'm more upset about the government just spending my money. There are hungry people in the world. I don't need to be go eating our president. Even with Obama, I didn't want to waste time with his birth certificate and all that. There's always something. So anyway, they spend millions of dollars of our money to fight things that are completely useless. That's all I'm going to say about it. So you want to know, that's my opinion. So anyway, good morning, everybody. So I'm going to be training you in YouTube, giving you all my tips I've learned over 12 years of doing YouTube. And you're just subscribe to the show and you'll get the, make sure you turn on notifications, and I'll be uploading those on Saturdays. So be looking for those. They're not regular cooking shows, but I'm doing this series on YouTube. Most of my viewers and friends are on Cooking with Jack show as a subscriber. So that's where I'm putting the videos so that you can all share in it. I figured, why not? Because when I started YouTube, nobody gave me a hand up. Nobody. I mean, Philip DeFranco said twice he'd come on my show face to face to me. He goes, yeah, you're in LA. Okay, great. We'll do a collaboration together. Never did. I didn't expect him to, but at least I'd rather him said no than to say yes. But he said yes twice and never showed on my show. So, but I did have Final Cut King. You guys remember when Final Cut King was on my show? Yeah, that was a blast. We did lasagna cupcakes. He's so funny. So Final Cut King is a personal friend of mine. And I don't know if you know who he is. He's the guy that does the cool little special effects in Final Cut. He does it all with editing and everything. So he's coming onto the show and he's like, do you want me to make your shirt explode or change colors or do some crazy stuff? Or what do you want me to do? And I'm like, I just want you to cook. I want you to be you. I want you to have fun. And I don't need any special effects in the video. You do that all the time. I just want to see who you are. So it was an honor to have Final Cut King on the show. Let's see here. All right. So I promised you Super Bowl talk. So my opinions of Super Bowl. Let's go back to the game the Titans lost. I want to talk about that because I see this all the time in playoffs. Why do teams play a certain way to get to the playoffs, and then they play completely different and they just completely abandon what got them there in the first place? So I watched the first half of the Titans game, couldn't bear to watch the second half because I knew where it was going. Okay, there's a few things I noticed. Number one, Patrick Mahomes is amazing. Number two, he does something that a lot of quarterbacks don't do. That guy, I watched play after play. They would get within inches of him, and he would throw the ball away. 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 I mean, he was perfect for not. I think we sacked him one time in the first half. I don't know about the second half because I just gave up watching. It was embarrassing to see him just tear it apart. So the other thing is we got there because of Derrick Henry, and before the game they said they were going to rest Derrick Henry more. How about you rest him in the offseason? You're in the playoffs for the Super Bowl. You have 2 more games. But you got there because of Derrick Henry. Let's admit it. You didn't get there because of Tannehill. You got to the playoffs because of Derrick Henry, and then you were thrown to nobodies. So let's be real. Let's call it like it is. Once again, the Titans forgot how they got to the playoffs and completely abandoned their game plan. So it looks like Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin is a 49er fan. So everybody chime in. Who's going to win? Let me know. I live in Baltimore. I know that all too well. Lamar threw 59 times. Yep. They had more rushing yards than any team. Yeah, I know. I get it. It just drives me nuts. Good morning, Amsterdam. I don't know if it's morning. It's probably not. But good morning to you. It used to be called intentional grounding. Yeah, but he legally got rid of the ball. He made sure he'd throw it out of bounds past the line of scrimmage. And that's legal. Okay, so we got a 49er fan. I'm a Chiefs fan. Chiefs win. Okay, Ricky, I got you on that one. I'm gonna predict Kansas City. One, because I can't stand the 49ers. The 49ers have been a thorn in my side since I became a Dallas Cowboy fan when they got Troy Aikman as quarterback. That's when I started. The 49ers fans literally are that. If you've ever been in California or you've ever been in a game where there's 49er fans, not quite, they're not mean. They're never mean, but they're a little stuck up. The Bay Area is a little bit stuck up. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the Bay Area. If you were to fly there right now, you'd see 100 people in a coffee shop and nobody would talk to you and they'd all be looking at you and judging you and everything. So, but anyway, it's going to be a great game. They both deserve it. They both earned it. So Kansas City is going to win because Patrick Mahomes is, as long as he keeps doing that, I bet you we were looking for it. Patrick Mahomes is amazing. He really is. Yes. Just like you said, Ricky, amazing. I just want to say he's telling the truth. Living in, is it Hartford or Hanford? Not sure. But thank you for backing me on this because when it comes to sports, I just try and be honest. I don't be a jerk. I don't want to be annoying. I support the Dallas Cowboys first and the Titans because I live in Tennessee second. And that's it. I'm totally honest. I'll call it like it is. When my team screws up, I'll nail it. But the Chiefs really did good. You know, they got a lot of great weapons, and Patrick Mahomes takes control of that football until he doesn't have the football. And he puts it right where it needs to be. I mean, but I saw him throw that ball away probably 50 times. And it was smart because too many quarterbacks hold on to it and eat it in the grass. Even Drew Brees, they're eating it in the grass. So I really hope go 49ers. If you're a 49er fan, go Chiefs. If you're a Chiefs fan, I think it's going to be, you guys can predict the score too. KC 31, San Francisco 24. It's going to be good. I'm working on a dish, a recipe. He has a chance to be as great, if not greater than Brady. You know, Patrick Mahomes has been great from minute one, where Brady wasn't great from minute one. If I remember correctly, he was a backup, right? And that's how he got his job. Okay? I remember that. Could you imagine? I don't remember I forgot the name of the guy he replaced. Anyway, that's got to be tough. So anyway, but Patrick Mahomes can get all the numbers. He's young. Brady's still the GOAT. You can't call Patrick Mahomes the GOAT until he has more championship rings than Brady. So let's see what he can do in the big game. Okay? That would be amazing if he won it. That'd be cool. Oh, his rookie card would skyrocket. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, so Tom Brady's the GOAT. Now, if you go to basketball, Michael Jordan's still the GOAT. LeBron James is not the GOAT, okay? So I just want to, it's Bledsoe, yes. Drew Bledsoe, that poor guy, lost his team to the best quarterback ever. There's some amazing players out there still. So anyway, I want to talk about the dish that I'm doing for Super Bowl. I think we're doing spicy Super Bowl whiskey wings. That's what we're doing in the air fryer. So I got a brand new air fryer coming to the show. It's a no-name brand. We're going to try it out. What excites me about this air fryer, and I get air fryers offered to the show every day, literally every day. I'm like, I don't want your air fryer that cooks one piece of chicken at a time. You know what? I like the Instant Pot Vortex. That would be the number one recommendation because it's a 10-quart air fryer. And you can cook for the whole family in the air fryer, which microwaves and stoves are all starting to get air fryer settings. And this is, by the way, air frying is not a fad. It's just kind of the new way of cooking. But anyway, this air fryer got me excited because it's 10.5 quarts. Wow, that's the biggest one ever offered to the show. So I grabbed it. I said, yeah, send it on over. They're all, well, we want to see the video before you put it up. But I'm like, look, you know what? I'm reviewing and I'm just going to put it up. You'll see the video when it goes live. If I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't like it, I'll say I don't like it. I'll be totally honest, but I'm not going to have you editing my video. My video is my video. So it's a 10.5 quart air fryer. Should be here any day. So I'm going to start filming. I'm going to marinate the wings starting. I don't know if I'm going to start today or not. Super Bowl's still a ways away. I'm going to marinate it for about 2 days. And I'm going to marinate it in herbs. And I'm going to use Tennessee Whiskey Fire. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to let them marinate, put some other herbs in with the Whiskey Fire. And just let it, and then air fry it. Just take them out, shake the marinade off. I might even cook the marinade down as a glaze and then put it back on the wings once I serve it. I'm going to cook them air fry. And I really hope that air fryer gets here in the next few days because I got to film this before Super Bowl. What you guys don't realize, normally, like Halloween, I do the first week in October, Thanksgiving the first week in November, and Christmas, I start filming the first week in December. So you know how hard it is to find a Thanksgiving turkey at that early in the season? Crazy. But anyway, it's interesting. So I started greetings from Brussels. How are you? Pleasure to see you. Is it Wim? If I mispronounce your name, just correct me. I'll be looking. By the way, I've been watching your vids for 11 years and I'm only 18 years old. Really? Wow. I am totally honored. Thank you, Connor. Theo says air fryers have been around for longer than people know. They're called convection ovens. Yeah, that was my point exactly. It's correct. Good. So I pronounced your name correctly. So air fryers, because I said that. I said, the biggest air fryer I got is my convection oven. And I said, just put it on a rack and put it in the oven, and you can cook like 4 chickens at one time. I'm glad you like my coffee mug, Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. And that's one large mug. Yes. Yes, Harley, that is. That's as big as my head. So anyway. So I'm pretty excited. The big game's coming. It's always 2 weeks from the last playoff game. They always take a week off and they go to, I don't know if they go to Disneyland or whatever they do. I don't know. They do a bunch of stuff before the game. Hold on a minute. I have to clear my throat. Excuse me. I am back. All right. They're just smaller and can be put on your countertop now. Yeah, they're like toaster ovens, air fryers. That's all it is. But you could air fry in a convection oven. You can. That's what air frying is. And if you don't know, a convection oven is just like a regular oven with a fan blowing. And what it does is it circulates the hot air and causes it to cook. So how is 2020 going for you? Well, my foot's in a cast. I've been in it for 4 weeks. I got like 2 more weeks left. I'm just frustrated. But I don't want to be negative on the show. So, but yeah, I am bummed because I'm tired of this cast being on my leg, and it prevents me from walking and everything. Oh, you also broke your foot? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I had repairs done. I didn't break anything, but I'm sure you know exactly how I'm feeling. How long you got to keep a cast on your foot for a broken foot? I don't even know. Mine was 3 weeks and then 4 weeks. So mine's a total of 7 weeks. Then the walking boot is another 6 weeks after that. It's like, oh my goodness. A full healing on what I had done. Just got operated 6 weeks. Yeah. So a full healing is 6 months. But I'm already stepping on it. It doesn't hurt me. So anyway, uh, I have, let's see, and then rehab, right? My rehab is just the walking boot. He says you don't need to go to rehab because you're going to be in a walking boot, just putting weight on it and walking on it. So you teach your class in a wheelchair. Oh, I didn't know you were a teacher. What class do you teach? But anyway, I'll be looking for your answer, by the way. How'd you break your foot? Time to do backflips. We will call them jack flips. That's great. So back to the Super Bowl. I don't know who's performing halftime, but whoever it is, I won't be watching. I guarantee it'll be something not quite fun. I remember the Simpsons put on something at halftime. They had like a cartoon for halftime. It was cool. And then they would keep a clock in the corner of the screen that would tell you when the game was back. I thought that was pretty cool. But I think Fox has the Super Bowl this year. So anyway, what do I got coming up? Let's see. Hold on a minute. Let's talk about some of the videos coming up here. I got the Super Bowl video. I don't know if you guys saw my salmon video, but that was a shock. I poached salmon in buttermilk. I was like, are you serious? You can poach salmon in buttermilk. Supposedly it's better than like poaching in water or oil or whatever, because it doesn't cook the fish as fast. So the buttermilk keeps it in control. And so I put it in the buttermilk with herbs, lemon, and shallots and onions and stuff. And not onions. I did shallots and garlic. What's it, garlic? Yeah, shallots and crushed garlic in the buttermilk. It was amazing. It was creamy. Anyway, it made the salmon creamy, which I can't explain. It was just a real soft texture. Cooked the fish really well. It was delicious. You can put any green you want next to it. So try that out. Just throw some buttermilk and then just put your fish in there and then flip it, okay? But oh, you're a fun one. Let me just take care of you real quick. There we go. So anyway, you get to be in the special. Whoops. No, hold on a minute. Oh, no, we're good. Sorry about that. So anyway, the salmon video went well. The ironic thing is the video I thought would not fail, but not do as good as the rest was that taco soup video, and it did really well. People really like that recipe. And then I got the wing video for Super Bowl, and then I'm doing, are you ready for this? I'm doing a zucchini chocolate chip bread. Yeah, that's crazy. Zucchini and chocolate, that just grosses me out. That's why I got excited over it. So we're going to make bread out of zucchini, and it's a low-carb bread. It's not regular flour or anything. It's probably almond flour. I haven't reviewed the recipe yet, but I will. Thank God. Thanks for catch. Yes, I got him. So it's all good. So he gets to be in the VIP group. I've already promoted him. Butter, olive oil, Old Bay seasoning. Yeah, we had bay leaves in the buttermilk too. Yeah, it was really good. So anyway, one of the things I want to remind you of, don't forget in March, I'm going to Disney World. I'm doing Jack on the Go at Disney World. I'm going to review all of the Star Wars food. The only reason I'm going to Disney World is for Galaxy's Edge. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I would just go to Universal because Universal has better food and it's cheaper and the rides are better. The rides are better. 3. Yeah, so you're going to find out if you go to Disney World or you go to Epcot Center, you go wherever, go to Disney and then go to Universal, that Universal Adventure Island is way better than everybody else. I think it's a definite. So go to Adventure Island at least one of the days you're in Orlando. Oh, by the way, my wife wanted me to extend an invitation. If anybody's in the Orlando area and you know a good mom and pop place, good, whether it's pizza, burgers, or fine dining, we don't care. If you know a good mom and pop place in Orlando, and if you live out there, come join us. I'll be posting where we're going when we're going. But who is going to win the Super Bowl? Kansas City Chiefs. What do you think if the new Star Wars movie? I like the new Star Wars movie, but I'm not going to discuss it because some of you, I'm so ashamed to say this, some of you haven't even seen it yet. I hope Chiefs do. I'm a fan since Montana days. Okay, yeah. That was, the Chiefs had Montana for what was a year or two at the end before he retired. It's always sad to see them go to another team for a year or two before that. Emmett did that too. He went to the Cardinals, and then he came back to what was cool. The only good thing Jerry Jones has ever done, all right, the only good thing is he took Emmitt Smith back to the Cowboys. He signed him for like probably $1. I don't even know, but he signed him back on the Cowboys before he retired, so he could retire as a Cowboy. I thought that was really awesome because I don't like Jerry Jones. I think he's great. So 3 years took them to the playoffs. I don't remember that much success. I must not have been paying attention or not into football when Joe Montana. I have Joe Montana's rookie card. I own that. It's like between two pieces of glass. But it'd be so cool to hang out with you sometime. But I'm all the way up, hour and a half north of Pittsburgh. Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to tour the U.S. and just visit all of you. That'd be so cool, and just announce everywhere I'm going to be. That whole Pizza Wars thing, if that goes, I'm still working on that, but that's going to take a while. Because basically, I got to find somebody to pay for the whole trip, because I'm not paying for the whole trip. So find a sponsor that will pay for the whole trip and all the food and hotel stay, and it's New York. We'll do New Jersey too, but if you're in any of those areas, I'm going to be turning to New York for the best pizza places. If you know what the best pizza places are in New York, because I don't trust Google anymore. There's too many people that give bad, reviews and all that. So we decided that any more food wars, we're going to go to you guys. You know better than anybody. You've eaten there. You know where the best is. Somebody Will asked me about Jack Jr. Jack Jr. just got a new job, which I don't like Jack Jr.'s job right now because he's moving furniture, and I don't want him to get hurt. He works out too hard. He eats too well. He takes care of his body. So I worry about him. He's my son. So anyway, he's going to, I think he's going to a manager in training or something for the new Chipotle that's opening here in Hendersonville. That's going to be, Blaze Pizza. Yes, Ricky. We have a Blaze Pizza. I should go there. Hold on. Blaze Pizza. That is right by, is it Freiburger? Is that what it's called? It's right across the street from the burger place that I reviewed. I have not been to Blaze. I'm guessing you guys, you love Blaze. Okay. Is it brick oven? It sounds like a brick oven place. But it don't matter to me. I like New York. I like Chicago pizza. I like it all. Why would someone pay for your vacation? No, not the vacation. I'm paying for the vacation. Nobody's paying for my vacation. I pay for my own vacations. They're paying for the Food Wars tour. So, for example, if I'm doing Pizza Wars, Pizza Hut may sponsor the whole tour and take me to New York and New Jersey, and that's how it works. If you're going to be doing that, they get sponsorship on all the videos. Did you eat at Rosie's? What's the story behind that review? Oh, John, you are sharp. How did you know I was at Rosie's? Did you guys following my reviews online or what? Okay, so let me tell you the story. So Tammy takes me out in the wheelchair and just to get me out of the house so I don't go house happy. Okay. So we went to a place called Rosie's, and this restaurant was like white tablecloth, candle on the table, very chef driven. It's one of those places where they do the plates all fancy and all that. And I don't know if it's any good because we didn't stay. I showed up I showed up in a hoodie sweat jacket and my Beastie Boys shirt because I didn't know. It's a brand new place, been open 7 days. So we go into Rosie's and we're sitting at this really narrow table for two of us, and everybody's wearing like church clothes. So I'm like, okay, I'm not dressed for this really. So I thought I'll still film here. And he brings the bottle of water, pours his water, and then the menu looked amazing, by the way. So I'm not knocking the place at all, but it's a little, I don't know. It was beautiful menu selection, and the table next to us had eight women. It was a round table of 8 women drinking wine and ordering more drinks after that. Now, if you ever realize women plus wine equals chickens, that's basically it. They were cackling and laughing. They were so loud I couldn't even film. I told them, and I was polite. The waiter was a perfect gentleman. I said, "Sir, I'm not dressed appropriately. I didn't realize what kind of restaurant we were coming to. Forgive me, I'm going to have to back out and come back again when it's more appropriate." I said, also, the ladies next to me are preventing me from just enjoying my dinner. They're just so loud. They were so loud. It's like a first grade class. I don't drink wine, even though it's a heavy wine place. It's food and wine. But the food selection was interesting enough. So I got excited when I saw it. Nothing more annoying than a table full of drunk women. Yes, that's exactly what it was. And they had just ordered more. Not knocking them. They were having a blast. I'm happy for them. But, Marcos, I see your comment. But they made it unbearable. If I wasn't in filming, excuse me, hold on a minute. Let me clear my throat. Okay, so they made it so unbearable, nobody would have sat there. Nobody would have put up with that. He was looking for another table for us, but I'm like, sir, let me come back when I'm dressed more appropriately. This is a beautiful place. Your menu was beautiful. It was a great menu. I bet it was delicious. So if you're looking for a great place, I don't recommend Rosie's yet because I haven't tasted it. I haven't seen what comes out, but I can pretty much guarantee the dishes look like this with a little drizzly stuff, and it probably belongs in a reality TV show. But that's probably what I was expecting. What was wrong with your clothes? Okay, John. So I'm wearing a Beastie Boys t-shirt. I'm wearing a baseball cap. Nobody had a hat in there. I mean, politely, you're not supposed to wear a hat at dinner table. So I could have taken that off. But a Beastie Boys t-shirt, everybody was button downs and sports coats. And I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah. Hi, Carol from North Carolina. So that my attire was a t-shirt where everybody's had dress shirts. So I just didn't feel comfortable. And I'll be honest, if I'm dressed inappropriately, I love the Beastie Boys too. They're great, but not for that place. So anyway, so we pulled out of there. We went across the street and went to another restaurant I've already been to and I've already reviewed, so I didn't do it again. Hate when that happens. Everyone dressed up except you. Yeah, the last place I did that was, what was it? It was the Redlands in Nashville. It was across from the Centennial Park. And we went in there and everybody was dressed nice. Luckily, I mean, my coffee came in a coffee press and they poured it right at the table, white tablecloth, and I was sweat jacket. And I mean, I'll dress appropriately if I know, but I usually, most of the places around here don't. In my town, we're not downtown Nashville, but in my town, you just don't get that. So it was a little surprising. It was like they wanted to be a Nashville restaurant, but they didn't want to pay the Nashville prices, so they opened in Hendersonville, which is going to be difficult to sell. I don't know if you've ever eaten the Chop House. There's a restaurant called the Chop House. I don't know if it's a chain or not. It's a steakhouse. Okay, so your fine steakhouses, that's what it's kind of like what it was. So anyway, enough about that. So let me see. So be looking for the Star Wars vacation. I have a few restaurants that I haven't edited yet from Dollywood over on the holidays. That's coming. And what else do I want to talk about here? Oh, I want to warn everybody: cable prices are going up across the board to every company, not just Comcast, not just AT&T, but if you have cable TV, it should be jumping about $15. So we cut a cord. We're done. We're done with cable. And what I mean by that is we have select, we kind of have a la carte TV. We do CBS All Access. We have the app. We do Lifetime and Hallmark because those are the only ones. And if we're going to watch ESPN, if we're going to watch the Super Bowl, we'll probably go over to Tammy's parents' house. But anyway, are you afraid of the China Lounge virus? Oh, you mean the corona? Is it the coronavirus or whatever? I don't know what the China Lounge virus is. I think you're talking about the coronavirus that's been going around. No, I don't get out anyway. I mean, if I get out, I don't have kids that go to school anymore. So the odds of me contracting that, I don't travel a lot. I travel once or twice a year. I don't do it on plane. I do it on car. So there's a lot of reasons that I wouldn't. I switched to YouTube TV. I heard that from a few people. So we got Netflix, we got CBS All Access, Hallmark and Lifetime, and and Amazon Prime, which right now I'm into a show called Bosch. It's a LA detective show. It's so cool to see LA again in this show because you're talking downtown LA, you're talking Hollywood. I heard it's not as bad as people are making out to be. It's like the normal flu. Okay. So I've had my flu shot, so I'm okay. So we're watching Bosch, Peaky Blinders. We're going to pick up again. We stopped for some reason, and I don't know why. We enjoy the series of Peaky Blinders. Already watched Stranger Things. We binge watch Stranger Things as soon as it comes out because nothing's worse than walking by the water cooler and hearing people talking about it, and you haven't watched it yet. There's an episode of Simpsons where Marge asks Homer, says, "Honey, I got to go out of town, but do me a favor. Don't watch Stranger Things," or whatever the Simpsons version of that was. It just came out, and just wait for me. We watch it together. That kills me. Tammy does it to me all the time. So I'm like, okay, so, all right. So Tammy wants to watch Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime. So she'll tell me, "Oh, don't watch Jack Ryan without me." So I don't watch Jack Ryan without me. I said, "Honey, okay, I'll watch Bosch." No, I want to watch Bosch too. Don't watch that without me. I'm like, she'll have like a whole list of shows. It's like, Grey's Anatomy is probably the only thing I can watch. But anyway, games on YouTube. Started about a month ago, but my biggest problem is telling people I know about my channel. How do you get over that? Okay, do me a favor and email me, please, your question. If you have a YouTube, how to make money on YouTube question, just write me privately so we don't take up time on this live broadcast, okay? But a lot of emails are coming in. A lot of people are seeing the video, how to make money on YouTube, and I'm just going to train you guys, and if you want to do it, so like the next episode, we're going to talk about getting started, how to get your name, how to get your social media in line, how to get everything you need to get started. And then I'll talk to you about editing. The number one reason why people don't do YouTube is they don't know how to edit video. And, there's a lot of ways you can do it, but the paid versions of editing are better. So if you buy software, it's better. But that's for the other series. So there is an email. You can write all your questions to me. They're coming in right now, and I'm answering them as fast as I can. Take up time on the live broadcast. What is this time for? Oh, Jake, it's not. This time's for anything you want to talk about, but it's not to talk about something else. I'll talk to her privately. No, don't apologize. She said sorry. Don't. It doesn't upset me at all. Do you like Ricky Gervais in the Golden Globes? No, I think he's kind of just kind of not my thing. So anyway, this is to answer any questions you have, not pertaining to how to make money on YouTube. Uh, just write me private, because that isn't not everybody's trying to make it on YouTube. That's not interesting to everybody. But what recipe I'm doing for Super Bowl appeals to everybody. I look forward to the series, Jack. Yeah, check it out. I've been planning it for 2 years to give you all my secrets and all my tips. I want to leave this legacy of videos behind. I'm trying to make them timeless, because right now there are certain things YouTube requires for you to make money on YouTube, and that I expect to go away or get better over time. So as soon as that happens, I'll do an update video. But anyway, let's see, John. iDubbbz TV is pretty good at this YouTube thing. Yeah. Okay, boomer. I love when millennials call me boomer. I'm not a boomer. I mean, every time you do that, you show me exactly how old you are. Okay? I'm Generation X. Depeche Mode, Prince, Tears for Fears, Generation X. Then there's Generation Y, and we are younger than baby boomers. But you can misappropriate and tell me how I'm not a baby boomer. That's what boomers are. So anyway, you can call me boomer. I don't care. Doesn't offend me in any way. Just shows me that your thumb's still stuck in your mouth. So just kidding. Jack, you pull about 1.5 views per video. I wouldn't consider that exemplary. Okay, well, that's great. But you know what? My wife's got a great paying job. I don't do this for the views. I just do this to share with people. So anyway, I'm glad that how many you pulling per video? I'm just curious. Will you make a book on social media marketing? No, I'm going to put it in the video series, how to make money on YouTube. And we'll have the next series I might do is social media marketing. I'll do a series of videos, but there will be one video about social media and your YouTube channel, how to work together with that, how to make use of each social media. Do you post a video on LinkedIn? That's a big one, because I can't stand LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is the biggest useless company so far on the internet. I think they have an amazing base, and I think they do nothing with it. They don't offer anything of value. Only people who go on LinkedIn are people looking for work. So anyway, but if they ever wrote me and said, "Hey, Jack, we want to know your opinion," I'll sit down with them and tell them and say, "Look, you need to do this, 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 and this. This is what LinkedIn should be. LinkedIn is nothing that it should be right now." And so I don't deal with it. But anyway, but do you post on LinkedIn? I'll tell that in the video. Let's see here. Where did I was watching your old on the go videos and wonder what happened to Paul. Oh my gosh, Paul's still here. Paul lives an hour from here. So we don't get together very often, but I'm going to be doing reunion videos on Jack and the Go. We were talking about that last week. Looks like I'm going to go back to California, and I'll have Paul, even though Paul's here in Tennessee with me. Me and Paul will do a video. Me and Joe will do a video. Me and Edgar will do a video. Me and Lou we'll do Wing Wars and Pizza Wars, like the old days. We're going to do a reunion video, and each one's going to be a reunion video. I haven't even talked to the guys yet, but I know they'll be open for it. Even some people that I may have only filmed with like 2 or 3 times. Like, who is it? There's a few people, but everybody loves Edgar. Everybody loves Joe. Everybody remembers, I think it was Rick Chavez on all my Taco Wars. Everybody remembers Lou from the Wing Wars. Does she pay for your wife's son's hobbies too? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Junior makes his own money, pays for his own stuff. Why did you leave California? Okay. Why did I leave California? Because of the rat race. It just got way out of control. The only thing I miss in California, there's 2 things I miss in California. Well, 3 things. My friends that I personally hung out with, I miss them. I miss the food selection. It's like pretty tough out here if you're looking for like Persian food and you just Egyptian food. You're just not going to find it. So I miss the food selection, and I miss the YouTube action that was in LA. They don't care anything about the rest of the United States. They care about New York and LA. New York and LA, that's it. They have events and they have classes and they have you come in and film and all that. Are you scared Donald Trump will be impeached? No, not at all. I know how this is going, and I know how it always goes. And we've seen it once before. And I know but let's try to stay away from the politics, because politics and religion just don't work out online. But I just wanted to answer that real quick. Let Jack Jr. and Tammy know they did a great job stepping in for you. I sing their praises all the time. I can't tell Tammy enough. Junior is great. He's just a natural. But Tammy's the one who really blows me away, because she's so sweet and so nice, and she goes in and she just does it. She runs the camera for me right now while I'm stepping in and make sure I have everything taken care of. You'll see her hands in the video still, because there's some things I can't do, or it's dangerous in my condition to be like carrying a pot of just simmering oil. So I'll have her carry it over to the sink, because I can't put both hands on the pot. Donald Trump. No, not looking to talk Trump, but thank you for all the Trump supporters. I appreciate it. All right. Anyway, you miss California pizza. You know what pizza is better is New York pizza. I remember that video I did, California pizza versus New York pizza. I flew in to California, New York water. I made the dough. California pizza has better dough, and New York has better toppings. We determined that, and that was a mind blower. Would you ever review something in downtown Atlanta? Yes, I've been there. I went right through Atlanta for Burger Wars. We ever make a Belgian recipe? Yes, you can email me one. Give me something, though, that everybody will love. Don't do like Belgian spiders soup or something. I don't know. Just be real. I love New York style pizza. I love it too. I love the pizza that you fold in half. Much love from South Carolina. Woo woo. You know what I love? This is South Carolina hat. Bluffton. This is if I couldn't live in Nashville, or I had to go, or Nashville turned into LA, which it's doing pretty fast. But if it got too crazy here, this is where I'd go. I'd go to Bluffton. It's a small town. It's loving people. It's great. Oh, no, Bluffton's horrible. Don't go there. That's what happened when I went to Nashville. Everybody came here. They all followed. All right. It's the sauce. We're going to see here. Egg and waffles aren't Belgian. No. I'm not. That's great. Egg and waffles aren't Belgian. I know that, but yeah, send me a good deep recipe. I want something that really represents your country. Like German recipes better have cabbage and sausage in it, or it's not a true German recipe. So, have you ever visited Puerto Rico? No, Jack Jr. did. He went on a mission trip to Puerto Rico. That's when he started rapping in Puerto Rico. And by the way, he's writing again. He's written like 5 new rap songs. So you heard him last week. If you haven't seen the video from last week, he raps on the video. He's not here today. He's at work. You could review gun stores in West Virginia. You guys, gun wars. Okay, you know what? Just the word gun is just going to flag my channel, and they would just shut it down. They aren't following you. You're part of the group that floods cities. I don't know what it's raining in New York. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'm craving Bubla tea, and then Carol True says the South. Okay, so you're all having your own little conversation. I'm just kind of jumping in here, but yeah, no, I haven't been to Puerto Rico. Jack Jr. has. He's been in Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, El Salvador. I think he went to El Salvador. He's done like 4 countries in his high school years. Each year he went to a different country. One year they had to change countries because the country he was going to was having issues. Where does Junior work now? He's going to be working at the new Chipotle's that's opening on Indian Lake. If anybody lives in this area, there's a new Chipotle's opening down there. He used to work at Moe's Southwestern, so he's got the experience. So he's looking to manage his own store. So they're probably going to spend the next year training him, and then hopefully something will open up for him because he's a hard worker. Simpsons or Family Guy, choose. Simpsons is gone downhill so bad. I mean, literally, is there nothing funny to talk about? They've gone too political. Simpsons. Family Guy bashes God all the time, so that kind of bothers me. They both, Simpsons and Family Guy, both bash religion all the time, and I don't like it. So, what is the cartoon that I do like? I love Regular Guy. I thought that was my son's favorite. It was Junior's favorite cartoon, Regular Guy. I mean, I truly think we cried when it ended. But Regular Guy was incredibly well written. It was way out there, but it was well written. So anyway, Chipotle's. Chipotle has new salad bowls that would be keto friendly. Yeah, I always get the salad bowl, but we used to go to Moe's, which you guys know Moe's Southwestern Grill. But now that the Chipotle's in, if Jack Jr. is going to be working there, I'll be going there. No, that was meant for you, Jack. It got broken up. All right. I like South Park. Yeah, South Park is like the extreme. South Park pushes the envelope further than Family Guy or Simpsons. Simpsons is like Saturday Night Live. They've been around so long that they're not funny anymore. How are you guys? Walking Dead. Walking Dead, that cracks me up. You like the new Lion King? I like the live version of Lion King. Yeah, that was good. The best live version that Disney's done is Aladdin with Will Smith. You know what? I just got Disney Plus channel. I did. I invested in it because I wanted to see Baby Yoda. Guys, Baby Yoda's so cute. I mean, the memes that are on Instagram are unbelievable. But if you haven't watched yet, it's called The Mandalorian. It's a series they have on Disney Plus. I've seen all 8 episodes. It was really well done. And if you didn't know, Jon Favreau, who directed like Elf and he starred in Elf too. He was the doctor in Elf. And then he directed Iron Man and Iron Man 2. And he's just blowing up. And he was in the movie Chef. I think it was Chef. But Jon Favreau wrote and created The Mandalorian. So it's really good. But everything is on Disney Plus. I just watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I was watching Apple Dumpling Gang. I was watching Aladdin again. And Aladdin is probably the best transfer from cartoon to real. So I highly recommend it. It's just Chipotle, not Chipotle's. Boomer. Oh, there we go with the boomer thing again. Okay, go back into your crib. It doesn't really matter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, dude. Here, hold on. I got one more hair. Here, do you know what a splitting hair is? Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're splitting hairs. So anyway, hey, Jack, I tried to look for Purity chocolate milk in California, but I found out it's a Tennessee item. It's not just Tennessee, but it's this area. Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi. It may go down to Florida. I don't know. You go out to a restaurant tonight? Yeah, there's a new place that just opened. I don't know if we're going to go to it yet. We're giving it a month because they literally had an opening weekend during the playoffs and they got destroyed. So they closed down for 2 days and then they reopened. So I'm going to give that restaurant a month to get everything together because I want to give them the best opportunity. Have you seen his movie Chef? Yes, I love that movie. He was happy in Iron Man and the Avengers series. Yeah, he was good in Spider-Man, John Favreau. I don't know if you remember the last Spider-Man he was in too. Um, he's great. I used to watch a show he did called Dinner for Four or Dinner for Five or something like that. It was an actors roundtable. They would eat dinner and just talk. That's all they would do. And it was cool. I got to Boomer is mad. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know who you're talking about because I'm not Boomer. You might want to go back and watch this video again. So anyway, let's take a look here. Have you tried the Squatty Potty? Yes, I've tried Squatty Potty. It doesn't work for me. It's kind of annoying. But that was it. Jack, isn't a boomer genius? No, boomer is a baby boomer. That's where it originated from. Let's see. Hey, Jack, hope you were doing well. Glad to see you back here on YouTube. God bless. God bless you too. Thank you. What's your all-time favorite actor? All-time favorite actor. John Favreau is a good one, but he's not my all-time favorite. Probably the guy that played, I forgot his name. Hold on a minute. I asked Siri, or I'll ask Google. It's the guy who played Mr. Rogers. He's related to Mr. Rogers. Tom Hanks. That's it. Put that down. Yeah, Tom Hanks is probably one of my all-time favorites. I've never seen a bad movie with him. Never. And if you haven't seen him play Mr. Rogers, he was amazing. And I think he's like distant cousin to Mr. Rogers. They're really related. That was weird. I think Generation X starts about 1961. I'll burn his ice cream. What about boiled peanuts? That's a South thing that I've never had. Yeah, I've never had chestnuts over an open fire. I've never had boiled peanuts. You can get boiled peanuts in Orange County. Go to the Orange County Fairgrounds, go down Food Row, where I used to sell my sauce, and they sell boiled peanuts down there. Guy does. He boils them right there on the spot, so they're really fresh. I've never had it, though. He is a good man. Have you watched the Aaron Hernandez Netflix special? No, I haven't yet. If so, what did you think? And if you're not going to, yeah, for me to, I mean, it's like Dateline. Dateline, I don't watch Dateline either because it's always husband kills wife, wife kills husband, tries to hide it, and every single episode's the same. It just feels like I'm watching Dateline. The Aaron Hernandez, excuse me. I thought you meant the brothers that did the murders. I think it was the Hernandez brothers. I have not watched that one. Aaron Hernandez is totally different. Forgive me. So I was wanting to tell you all about this. So like what? Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're puffing, Bar, but imagine everything around us. Wouldn't that be odd? I forgot and missed skill last night. But I did see the Hernandez story. I believe that's the baseball player, Aaron Hernandez. I forgot and missed it. See here, pulled pork or bacon. Choose. Bacon. It's totally bacon. Bacon on everything. Yeah, I just it is the Menendez brothers. Is that the two brothers that killed their parents, or is that the guy that played baseball? I'm getting my Hernandezes mixed up. Wow, I never really thought about that, man. Okay, you need to just take it easy. Tight end. I'm trying not to block you, so please add to the conversation. Tight end that murdered those people. Yes. Okay. Tight end that murdered those people. If California gets any worse than what it is, then I'm moving to Tennessee. I've heard great things about the state. Tennessee is, if the housing market went under right now, Tennessee market would still be blowing up. People can't keep anything more than a day on the market without getting above and beyond what they asked for. Your last keto recipe wasn't keto. Which one was that? Hernandez was a football player. Oh, thought he was a baseball player. Well, who was the baseball player that got booted? Oh well. Anyway, I must be wrong. So anyway, Yes, I will watch 1917, and I'll tell you if you follow me on Facebook. I always announce when we're at the movies. Um, I'm thinking of doing movie reviews too. I'm not sure yet. New England Patriots tight end that hung himself in jail in 2017 after getting convicted of murder. Huh. Yeah, I'm way out of it. See, this is why I don't watch the news, because it's filled with stuff like that. If you ever notice the news is murder, rape, and adultery or something, and then it's sports and weather, then it's murder and rape, and we found a puppy. If you ever watch the news, the last story of the news is always positive. We found a puppy. So anyway, that's the news, and I don't want to be feasting on that, so I don't watch the news. You know what I do? I filter my news through a reader. I get technology, I get food, stories. I just had, here's a test for you guys. Hold on a minute. I just got this announcement of an open recall, a food recall from Golden Pearl Trading Corporation. Recalls ready to eat imported siluriforms. I'm gonna give you the word. Hold on a minute. Copy. I'm dying to know if you know what that is. This is the food item. Ready? Yeah, there you go. That's how it's spelled right there. Siluriforms. Okay. What's the menu for Super Bowl? Well, we'll always have chips and dip for just regular Joes that show up. But it seems like we're going to do, we're really big on sandwich bars. We got the zero carb. We'll have like leaves of lettuce, zero carb bread for anybody who doesn't want regular bread. We'll have some buns there too for regular people who want to eat regular food. And then we'll have cold cut bar. We'll have the cheeses and the meats and the pickles and the onions and the tomatoes and the lettuce. And you make your own sandwich. We'll have a sandwich bar. And then we're doing spicy Super Bowl whiskey wings. We're going to marinate the drumettes. We're going to marinate the drumettes in Tennessee whiskey fire. And then we're going to air fry them. So we'll marinate them for a day. Then we'll air fry them. Hold on one second. I'm doing time. Oh, I'm over time. All right, just give me one more minute and I'll be out of here. Names and faces change, but new remains the same. Let's see. Do you follow movie reviews on YouTube? I don't watch YouTube, ironically. Jack Jr., he watches, the most he watches is on Instagram. He watches YouTube. He'll sit there and watch certain people on YouTube, but I don't watch YouTube. And I'll tell you, in the very beginning when I started, I tried not to watch YouTube purposely so that I didn't steal anybody's ideas. I belong to a group of YouTubers that are YouTube cooks. There's over 300 of them. We have a Facebook page that we all belong to. I'm there to help out, but I don't look at it. I don't look at what everybody else is cooking on their shows because I don't want, like, somebody I guarantee is doing wings for Super Bowl. I don't want to go, oh, you cheated, da, da, da. I mean, I've been hearing that for years. If I don't like a restaurant, I'm a jerk. And if I do like a restaurant, I'm getting paid under the table for the review. It's Sona. Oh, John, cinnamon flavored wings. That's interesting. I'll put, I'm going to put cinnamon in the whiskey. That might be an interesting flavor. You should be a social media teacher. Yeah, interesting enough, you remember when my social media got hijacked and they started putting out pornography, nudity through my channel? Well, when they did that, I went from 17,000 people to 41,000. The cool thing is people who look at pornography on the internet stuck around. They stayed on my channel, on my page, and they partake in the conversation. They're just regular Joes. So I'm glad I get to love on them. I'm glad I get to entertain them in some sort of way. I'm still at 41,000. It never went down. Isn't that great? Oh, Whiskey Fire is cinnamon. You're right, John. I am so sorry. It's already built in. That's what gives it its heat. It's like a cinnamon mint, how it's kind of burns your tongue. That's what Whiskey Fire is. I put lime in the coconut. Gotcha. No great feat to put meat to a flame. Most net recipes are junk. People love naked bodies. It is God's creation. Okay. Let's see. You remember, Jake, you remember Cooking with Girl? Yeah, I got that back. So, well, guys, I'm going to go to bed. Oh, Puff's going to bed. I hope you're all, I'm guessing he's going to pass out. I hope you all have a great day. You too, Jack. God bless you all. Puff was fun. Y'all, I hope everything will be okay. Love you guys. Peace. Hey, Puff, we'll see you next week. Get some rest. Take care. It was a publicity stunt, wasn't it, Jack? I'm just kidding. Anyway, Jack, how did you and Tammy meet? All right, I'm going to end on this story. So, Tammy, I used to be in radio. I was on Kick FM in Orange County, and so she was dating one of the DJs at the radio station's brother. She was dating him, and they were a thing, and I was crazy about her, but I won't break up a relationship. So I waited and I waited. And when I found out they were no longer together, then I realized it was my opportunity to run in. So I ran in and I asked her out. She said no. I'm like, really? That sucks. So the next week came, and I was running a bowling league, the Kick FM bowling league. I was the radio DJ running that promotion, and she was a part of the bowling league. So I asked her out again. She said no. I asked her out a third time. I said no. I said, look, sweetheart, I'm going to ask you every week. So you can tell me to wash your hair, do your homework, whatever, but I'm still just going to ask you out every time I see you. So the fourth time I asked her out, she said yeah. So we went out and we went to a dinner house in Orange County where we saw a play. We saw Anything Goes. Excuse me. The chicken was horrible. I don't know if it was just dry or I had like 103-degree temperature that night, but I wasn't going to miss out. I would have to be dead to miss this date. So I went with 104-degree temperature. I remember in the parking lot when I was about ready to take her home after the show. We'd had dinner and watched the show, and I asked her if I'd kiss her, but I told her I could only kiss you on the cheek because I'm not feeling well. I don't want to get you sick. And she said, okay. So I gave her a little peck on the cheek that night, and then I drove her home. That's how we met. I met her through the Kick FM bowling league because she has bowled her whole life. So, Jack, what's your favorite barbecue sauce? My sauce is my favorite, but if I had to buy one off the shelf, it'd probably be Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, if I didn't have 1,400 bottles right here in the garage, I would probably pull Sweet Baby Ray's off the shelf if I had to. But now that Hughes sugar-free one, that's pretty good. I like the sweet and spicy. Anyway, so take care, Joel. Enjoy the game. So I'm going to wrap it up right now. I ran over an hour. I'm sorry. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please go and watch How to Make Money on YouTube and see if it interests you. Write me, email me if you have any questions. Just message me. You can message me on any of my social media. Any questions at all, I'm here to help because nobody helped me get to where I'm at. So my plan is to help others. So that's it. I love you guys and enjoy the Super Bowl. I will see you before the game, I think next week. So hopefully I will already have my Super Bowl wings up and you can let me know what you thought, okay? And I hope they come out good because I don't know how wings are going to be marinated in whiskey. I mean, can you go wrong? Every time I cook with alcohol, it's got a great flavor. And the alcohol cooks off. So, if you don't worry about drinking, you're not drinking. Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys later. I love you. Bye-bye.